Hi, Medway Family Church. We just wanted to send you a short message just to encourage you really with our gift day coming up on Sunday the 7th of July. We've got this big faith goal that we're really stretching out for in the days ahead of reaching £20,000. No small sum, but we believe by the grace of God that what God wants to call us into, He will provide for through the generosity of His people. So we all need to sort of prayerfully consider before God the part that we might be able to play in that, either by giving of our time or giving of our talents or giving of our treasures to be able to actually resource the very thing that God is calling us into in the days ahead as Medway Family Church evolves over the next couple of months into Cornerstone City Church, with the relaunch being on Sunday the 15th of September. Within that £20,000 sum that we're sort of reaching out for in faith, we've already pressed go on a lot of the projects within that large sum. We're going to see a new website that's going to be adaptive across lots of different devices, so it looks different on a tablet than it will on a smartphone, than it will on a desktop or on a netbook. So we really want to serve the students and the college age by having something they're really going to be able to engage in, not just a static site, but a site that actually is adaptive and reflects a bit like a magazine, actually the season of life that the church is in, week to week, month to month. That also connects in marvellously with community life and also with social media sites that modern society really we need to engage in that place. So Facebook and Twitter will be integrated on those spaces by our new website. So that's a very encouraging thing. We're also seeing a lot of refurbishment of the Jasper Centre. We're going to actually be moving out over July and August and meeting in Mid-Kent College in Gillingham, whilst a lot of redevelopment work goes on at the Jasper Centre, such as redecoration, new windows, perhaps some internal doors, lots of new colour scheme, lots of different things, new lighting. So we just really want to encourage you in the way that you can get behind the vision of the church and resource it in whatever way you feel able to. One of the other things that we really wanted to ask you, perhaps more importantly, is particularly if you're new to the church, would you consider partnering with us in a more long-term way? So rather than just giving a one-off gift, but would you actually prayerfully consider, if you're in a position to perhaps start tithing to the church? In the Old Testament, the principle of the tithe is giving of 10%. And the way I often put this is, if 10% was required by the law, then how much more abundant would the law of grace be, that we would give above and beyond that? All the things that we get to enjoy are God's. God gives us all things belong to Him, are reconciled in Him. So it's not that we're actually giving of our own resources, but actually we're only giving back to God that which He's already blessed us with. So if you're new to the church, or perhaps you've been around at the church for a while and you'd like to partner with us moving forward, then if you would please collect a gift aid form, we would love you to complete one of those and stand with us. We would love you to review your current giving if you're an existing member of the church. We really do need to step out in faith in the days ahead to be able to sustainably resource some of the things that God's called us into, such as the CAP Debt Centre. And also lots of other areas where we're hoping to reach out in faith. We would love you to pray, to really consider your part in the mission. And then if you're able to give financially, then fantastic. We just really want to ask you, in these days, would you massively, prayerfully consider, get behind the vision? We're all doing that as well as leaders, and we just say, come on, it's time to take the city. There's 250,000 people that need to hear the message of Jesus, and we're strategically positioned right now, almost on a tipping point, where it feels like the church is rising up together across Medway, and we've got a really strategic part to play in that. So friends, please do stand with us. Please come along to all of the events that we've got coming up, particularly the celebration events where we mark the 20th year this year since Medway Family Church was planted out of Dartford, and we're going to have lots of celebrations whilst we're on the church holiday imbued, and then also in October as we go and we celebrate a This Is Your Life type evening, where we're going to have many people, guests and visitors, and some video testimonies just recounting the story of the last 20 years since Medway Family Church was planted and then Cornerstone City Church came into being. So it's an exciting time to be a part of the church. We just say, would you rise up and really stand with us in faith? Thank you for listening, and we look forward to seeing you coming along faithfully in the coming days. Thank you.